The following documentary focuses on a group called Young Mbazo. As the Grammy Award within their destiny, only time will tell. Isikatameya is an African indigenous music popularized by a local and internationally acclaimed group called the Ladysmith Black Mambazo. Young Mbazo is the generational movement, meaning their true Zenith origins from one generation to another. As the world awaits with astonishment for the Young Mbazo to fulfill their destiny, only time will tell. Will they follow on their fathers' and grandfathers' footsteps? That is the burning question we ask again. Only time will tell.
Sithanda ukuthatha leli thuba lokuthi sibonge obaba bethu, omkhulu bethu ngokusifundisa inhlonipho noma bethu nabazali bethu. Mangikhuluma ngabazali ngikhuluma ngoba ngabazali bethu nje umuntu nomuntu ngoba size sihlangane kushuthi khona into in common about abazali bethu ufundiswe. Yeah. Because khona into esibonile in common and safundiseka siyaqhubeka siyafundisana siyavonga kubazali bethu ngalokho abasifundise kona ngoba kuhlela hlale kusikhumbuza ukuthi babaluleke kangakanani kuthina. Sibuye sizobonga futhi ke obaba nomkhulu bethu beLadysmith Black Mambazo. Siqale nje ngiqala ukuthi le phezulu ubaba umshengu ushabalala uGalaji Masondesondo ushabalala sibize lapho size baba bethu babumazibuko onzima yes sibuye impela size lapho sithi siyabonga baba bethu konke abathe asebekwenzela kona sibonge nakwi-KZN Music Mbizo for ukuthi basilethelana senze lento esiyenzayo for ucothoza ngathi.
My name is Ladysmith and I'm the PR manager for the Music in Mbizo, formerly known as the KZN Music in Mbizo. It was conceptualized by Usphem Bele, a local guy who went to Johannesburg for a lot of years and found that people in Johannesburg really understand the business of music and wanted to bring it back to KZN so that our people can also get to touch and feel what it's like to actually do and be active in the business of music. So he conceptualized it 10-11 years ago to what it is now. It started as just a conference for a few people in one room, and it has now grown to accepting plus or minus 500 footprint, and it's growing. The Music in Mbizo, if anyone wants to learn about music, wants to know how to publish their music, wants to meet people, wants to network, wants to grow their network, they come to the Music in Mbizo. You have publishing companies here, Yoshia Publishing, you have registration institutions like Samru, you have artist managers wanting to learn and learn from each other, big artists that have made it, sharing their knowledge. So it's all these things under one roof so that everyone can live here having no borders to their knowledge about the business of music. So over the years, the vision of the Music in Mbizo now and going forward is for us to create a highly organized, sustainable and inclusive music industry, not just for the continent but for everyone to have a global view of what is going on in and around them and how they can best maximize those opportunities, which is why this year we really felt a need. In fact, we've worked with these guys before, but this year they just came out guns blazing. Which is a group that is born out of the legacy of Ladysmith Black Mambazo, but they came on board not only by themselves, but they also brought us other groups that are doing the same genre and are looking to go out there to the world. I'm talking about Zulu Messengers, Newswa group, the Legacy, and the Young Mbazo. So the performances that they put out during our conferences actually then give them an opportunity to go out there to the world. As you know, that the world loves authenticity, and that is exactly what they bring.
Greetings. My name is Babuyile Shabalala, and I am with my partner and my brother, Lucky Malinga, and we are from Young Mbazo.
Yes.
Yeah. What's Young Mbazo, bro?
Young Mbazo is the movement to build and acknowledge Zenith.
Young Mbazo. It's a movement built to acknowledge Zulu origins, Zenith origins. When we say Zenith, we mean heavenly origins, origins of your true identity and culture, because that's where you begin, and that's when we know who you are. So our culture being Zulu, so Mbazo, movement built to acknowledge Zenith origins. We're a group that started in 2009. We started in 2009, over the years we have grown and evolved. We started off doing different types of genres. Before 2009, we were doing your hip hop, your R&B, your soul. You were doing hip hop.
Yeah, I was doing it.
Yeah. So we took that now and we included it into our traditional music, that Zenith origin that we're talking about. We connected to that origin and we made sure that we didn't lose the contemporary flavors and genres that we have, that we grew up listening to, even though there's a Zenith origin that guides us, which is our culture, our heritage, our traditions. So yeah, that's Young Mbazo in a nutshell.
Firstly, we would like to say we were honored to be in Cape Town and perform in Parliament. It's our first time, like we the first group to perform in Parliament. The song of Easy Malabuto came up when I was at work actually. Like we used to go and rehearse, and the guys were asking, which song can we use to acknowledge the heroes and the heroines that fought for this country, And at work, it came, Easy Malabuto, and it was ringing in my mind. And when I get to, because we were recording also, and luckily, we were joined by our grandfathers and fathers, Ladysmith Black Mambazo. And when they entered the studio and we went out just to rehearse, and then I had this melody coming in my mind and say, Zangalabuto, Zangalabuto, and I called one of the guys, Gasa, and I said, Gasa, you know what, listen, there's something that is coming in my mind, and I told him how to move with the song, and he was moving with the song, and I didn't put the bass, and my brother was like, okay, he came to us and said, Zangalabuto, Zangalabuto, and the song came out just like that, and it was so amazing. It was so amazing.
Joseph Shabalala. Joseph Shabalala.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah, it was so amazing. You know, he put some effort in the song, and when we were rehearsing, you know, the song just came out, like
Out of a moment.
Out of a moment. It was a Monday, and on next week Tuesday we were going
To Cape Town.
to Cape Town.
And we didn't have a song, but it came.
It just,
and, yeah.
you know, that's how he says, if we work together, dreams come true.
Yeah.
It's all about teamwork.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep, and that's how it works, and that's how actually we try now to do a lot of our work, because when we were in Cape Town and even before the trip to Cape Town, we learned about social entrepreneurship, and we saw the power of social entrepreneurship. We met some beautiful brothers of which we are doing partnerships with. You know, you might not be seeing them right now, but trust me, they are behind this mic that you are holding. So it's just beauty.
Yeah.
It's just the beauty of working together, coming together, you know, and taking things to the next level. And then I think that's what it's about, you know. I mean, with Kotoza Nati, which is what's happening with the music in Mbizo, we're trying to do that. We're trying to formulate the idea of coming together to work for an audience as a collective. And not just necessarily compete against each other for that audience. Because one of the songs, Zulu messages, ezingichazeka kakhulu abayiculile. Bathe mawucula wena bayajabula abantu. Mangicula mina bayajabula futhi. So umpetha akekho. There is no master, you know. You can't say you are the full master and there's nothing that you can learn after that. The master can learn from an amateur.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, my name is Sakelem Zalazala, and been in the industry for more than 16 years. And with Mbizo, I've been with them ever since they started. Been working. Actually, I started as one of the guests, because I used to work for SA Recording Rights back in the days. And then after that, I joined them. After that, I joined them, and became a facilitator, and then I also ran the project as in terms of like running the whole Mbizo from day one until the last day, working with the team obviously, coordinating the whole event. And my experience with Mbizo, this is one of the biggest platforms in South Africa in terms of opportunities, you know, for musicians, not just musicians, as well as your people who are behind the scenes, artist managers, producers, you know, because of the panels that are here, like would bring people from overseas, would bring people from locally big companies, you know, so that the musicians can meet them and negotiate directly with them, like whatever they want, you know, in terms of if you want to perform in other platforms, you want to be signed, you want a publisher, you know, you want your music to be used in other platforms. So people from overseas will come here, like Warner company, like, you know, I don't know, man, I can mention like the whole industry, the whole business of the industry. Those are the people that we will find here. Then throughout, I always wanted to, because the problem with our musicians is that they know nothing about their rights. And even when you go to school, they'll teach you in theory, and then they will teach you how to play an instrument. We don't have like a center of information, like where you can go and say that, okay, I need to know about the artists. We have so many artists that claim to be artists, but they don't know what is an artist, you know. So we have like composers, authors, arrangers. So I decided to write a book, you know, instead of people asking a radio station that how do I submit my music, what do you need, you know. I decided to write a music rights book where I focus mainly on when you're in the studio recording, who are you? You know, if you've done an instrument, who are you and what are you getting from the song? You know, the splits. You know, I covered how to release your own music independently in terms of like getting it to the radio stations, TV stations, and all that. What is publishing? There's so many people who wants to know what is publishing, so that is covered. We have so many DJs who have been infringing the rights of other writers, whereby they will do remixes without asking for permission, you know, so you need to respect someone's copyright. So in this book I also teach about that, with how to get permission of using another one's song. We have hip-hop guys who always sample songs, you know. I covered that, how to clear the samples, you know, and then this is just volume 1. It's only for this year. Next year I'm releasing volume 2. Volume 2 will focus on profiles. It will focus on, because guys, they can't even do quotations, you know. They can't even do like contracts, you know. We don't have like a place where you get templates for contract, a booking contract. I'm talking about all the contracts that we have. So I'm going to be focusing on that as well as royalties. Where do you get it? I covered here the societies that we have where you claim your money.
The 2018 Music Mbazo not only attracts people from far and abroad. This year, they hosted a seasoned veteran, the legendary Dr. Keith Harris, someone who knows a thing or two about artist management, a thought leader in his own right, someone who has been in the music industry from the 70s to date. He has seen the evolution of music from vinyls to cassette, from cassette to CDs, to now the live streaming platforms. Not only that, he shared valuable knowledge and insight into artist management, maintaining business relationship within the music industry. Overall, a good behavioral attitude within the music industry will take you far.
Now, I will tell you a story about that, just to show you how this works. You're making a relationship with people early. In, I think it was 1988, in the UK, there was a big concert celebrating Nelson Mandela's birthday. Right. He was still in prison.
Yeah.
Right. Remember that show?
Yeah.
Okay. So Stevie Wonder was on the bill, and before he was due to perform, some of his equipment went missing, which meant that he was, he was unable to take the stage at that time.
Yeah.
And so, because there were so many people on the bill, the whole bill closed up, and it was, will Stevie Wonder be able to perform? Because there's not time, because the sets are laid out. He's missed his slot. My friend, who managed Dire Straits, he cut 15 minutes from their set to make sure that Stevie Wonder could perform. Wow. Because we went back, at that point, 20 years in the business. Right? So that's what happens when you establish really good contacts at the outset. You both understand where you've come from. So just show, and that's down to them. I keep trying to emphasize, it is down to the artist. A lot of the time people say, oh, so what do you do to make Stevie Wonder? I didn't make Stevie Wonder anything. Right? He made himself. There are certain things I do to facilitate things that he wants to do.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it all starts from the artist. Right? You can help, you can advise, you can do what you want. It's about the artist.
Okay, my name is Tunani. I'm Kachan, I'm Kachan as well. I'm out the Gap in Cape Town. I actually especially came for the Mbazo, just the Mbazo, because I saw it as a very, very great platform to meet other people, other musicians, and to just learn about the business, music business itself, the music industry, and how it's being dealt with, and all the other things that we need to know as artists. Basically, what I do, I'm a songwriter, and I'm a music student at the University of Western Cape.
Community development work is not an easy task. Also in creating links to a divided South Africa, culturally, ideologically, and geographically. The Butterfly Community Project is a true artistic vision in promoting the interest of music and community interactions. Long may they prosper in their mission and vision in unifying a divided demographics within our communities.
Hi, I'm Sher van Egmond. I'm from Butterfly Promotions Community Project. I'm the chairperson. I put it together in early this year, and I've known Lucky for many years. He and I have known each other through going to visit a coffee shop, and I bumped into Lucky again at the end of last year, and we put together the NPO. I am the chairperson, Lucky is the secretary, and our other member is Kerry Shuan. She is the treasurer. The reason that we put the project together is to uplift South African musicians, because we need more platforms for musicians, and also to teach them entrepreneurship so that they can put themselves out there, they can promote their businesses and market themselves, and that way become a full operator in the music world. In the community, we did a project in Waterloo for Women's Day, a Want to Be Heard Women's Day function, where we had members of the Waterloo community coming to perform for us. We also had the Young Mbazo come and perform for us, and we also had people from Umlazi and from Lindalani come to perform on that day. We've also now organising a function to get people bussed in from our communities into Eardeni in Umlazi, so that they can experience African music, cultural music, and we can network and assist each other, because our communities traditionally do not communicate, network and mix as much as we should, and this is an opportunity for everybody to get together and to make a difference in South Africa, so that we can actually move forward as a nation instead of separate groups. So that's my mission in life, is to make sure that everybody networks and gets together and promotes music.
Ngabusho ukuthi la Young Mbazo ngibone ngathi eyami ingane yokuqala njengaba nayo yomfana engaba nayo into engathi iyisinkwana ezoqhubeka iyiphushe, ngoba mina ngisho ngingasekho la ngakwazi ukutshela abafowethu ukuthi bafowethu nayo ingane la ayinakathi yahlanganisa, ngisacela ukuthi nifake la ikwazi ukuthi nayo iphushe. So Young Mbazo for mina i-future kumina, kusasa. Yes. Hayi, ngiyabonga.
Young Mbazo ngibona iqhubeka ngesizukulwane yabo, sifisa ukuthi kube khona amfunda kodwa ngisebenzise ilegacy, not legacy, ilegacy, ukuthi ilegacy nathi yethu elokhuzana ukuthi siqeqesha abantu ngathatha seshilo baqeqeshe ezinye izingane umhlalo yabo awubela nje sifisa kube njalo.
Isifiso sethu ukuthi nje nathi umculo sothathe susabalalise nje umculo lo wesintu ukuthi ngempela sufeka kakhulu nakhona intsheni, ngoba siyazama ukuthi sifake lezitayela lezi ezithandwa kakhulu intsha, ya nabantu abadala futhi nabo siyafisa ukuthi bawuthande, siqhubisiwe kahle kahle.
Young Mbazo iqembu engizwe ngalo before ngize ngifike naseThekwini. Ngifika la ngizokwenza unyaka wami wokuqala. Umfowethu lo uyena owangidlalela iplatform ukuthi kukhona abafowethu abenza lento engiyithandayo, ngoba kahle kahle mina umculo nje into engikade ngayithanda sukela ekuzaleni kwami. So ngithe sengifika ngase ngizwana nabo iYoung Mbazo, ngijoyine kuwo lo nyaka lo, sesihlangana khona esikoleni nje nenxa yephupho ke esinalo nathi kunalenhloso le ukuthi bese chazile umfowethu sifisa ukuthatha umculo lo osuthatheleka phansi intsha yethu, siwenze ukuthi kube khona indlela esikhona engage ngayo, mhlambe siyintsha kube khona indlela esixhumana ngayo nalomculo, ngoba ukubaluleka kwalomculo kahle kahle kimina nje ngingedwa experience engiyifundile is discipline. Yeah, but it's the first thing you have to do ukuze ungene kulo mculo. You cannot enter or sing lo mculo ngekho disciplined ne respect. So in the near future nje we hoping ukuthi nathi siyibone sesileli izinga le Mambazo endala, sicathulweni zabo nesincenga kancane sithemba ukuthi sogcina sifike next njalo.
Young Mbazo ngiqale ukuba involved kule zinto zesicathamiya with Young Mbazo 2016.
Suyikhehla
but ke ngabuye ngabambeka lapha nalapho because yabo khona nesikole phakathi, kodwa this year ngiyile full time kuYoung Mbazo. Engakusho nje ukuthi iphupho esinalo nathi ukona ukusabalalisa umculo kwentsha yakithi eSouth Africa nasemhlabeni wonkana, and futhi okunye ivision esinayo iyafana neyobaba abadala abaqala lendlela
sinokuthi masixoxe nje ngabafethu sisho ukuthi mesibona imoto sisho ukuthi le akasibani bani le akasibani bani kahle kahle sibona sesishadile
Shimbalala means unity. Means how we are together. Ulim Dakoto. Yamshabe